All right, I did get lots of sleep, so I got enough. I'm doing okay. I'm doing okay now. Just want to let you guys know. Just Allison, hello. I love Yahoo posters. Hi, welcome in. Hello, just got back from eating wings at Walmart. Oh my goodness. Okay, I see you. Anyway, chat. Today, I want to do something that's a little more. I want to make sure that I'm prioritizing my health so that I can come back strong. I got back the labs from the doctor, and I'm okay, but I do need to rest some more. They were like, you can see here in your lab levels, Carbon, that you need to sleep more. And I was just like, oh, wow, that shows up like on the medical test, huh? And he's like, yeah. And I'm like, wow, oh, okay. do I have to? Can I like go work out again? And he's like, no. And I'm like, oh, okay. So imagine that. I feel that. Yeah. How do they know you ain't sleeping good? My levels are not recovering as fast as they should be, so they want me to recover more. And also, I have been feeling a little tired. So I think it's because I'm juggling quite a lot of things right now. So I should juggle a little less. So for today, I'm gonna keep it a short stream. It's 6:39 right now, 6:39 p.m. I'm going to
Thanks,
hold myself
for the tier
to
1000 sub.
Oh, Silver Kitsune, hello. Thank you for the sub. Today, I'm going to stream for only 1 hour. This is going to be an hour stream. It's going to be super fun, super high energy. I'm going to yap to you guys. It's just going to be a yapping stream for an hour, and then I'm going to end. Okay, it's going to be 1 hour, and then I'm going to end. And if I don't end in an hour, the mods can bonk me. They can be like, no, Carbon, go rest. And I will. Okay, I will. All right, I'll count. But in the meantime, that means we get to hang out, and I can get my little stream fix, you know. Hello, Twitch chat. Oh my goodness. Hello, Cosmic Video. Hello, Alex. Hello. That was a big burp. Anyway, hello y'all. Hi. I hope you're doing well. I've been in the trenches recently. I had to make like this. Someone asked me the other day. They're like, "Hey, Carbon, can you like make this robot thing? How long do you think it'll take?" And I'm like, I've never touched this before. I've literally never worked on this thing before my entire life. And you're asking me to give you a time estimate? And then they're like, yeah, and then I'm going to hold you to it with a gun. Could you like tell me how long you think you're going to take? And I'm like, I don't know. And they're like, you got to like pick a time. And I'm like, it could be 3 days. It could be a year, you know, like, come on. And I was like, wow. Sometimes I feel that when you are trying to estimate the workload for some like technical things, it is really hard to tell sometimes. You're like, ooh, what sort of mystery surprise box of difficulty is this? You know? It's actually, I'm thinking about like a school example. There have been some school projects where I'm like, oh my God, this takes so long. You know what? How you know if a school assignment's gonna take forever? It's if there's only like one problem. If you're doing a class assignment and there's just one problem, you know you're fucked. You know, it's just like a 1-question homework assignment or like a 3-question homework assignment. You know it's gonna take forever. That's happened to me before. I was like, oh, I gotta be careful. It was like 20 or 30 questions. You know, that's more doable. Subtraction. Thanks for the lurk. I have an essay for my college classes. Okay. For those of you who are still in school, how many people actually write their essays? Do people just AI generate their entire essays now? I like, is writing a lost art? Or I swear they just AI generate the whole thing because you can't catch them really. It's pretty difficult to. Yes, they do. I write all of my essays. I think it's good that you write all your essays. It's like a muscle that if you don't practice using, you're gonna lose it, right? So it's good that you do write them, but I know a lot of people don't. I know a lot of people like they're basically cheating. They're kind of cheating. They're actually cheating. So yeah, you think I trust an AI? Right. I think you have to understand the strengths of it. It's not that it'll hallucinate. It's actually getting better at not hallucinating. But the thing about it is, why do math homework, for example, right? This is the analogy I make. Why would you ever do math homework when every math problem you ever do in your homework assignments have already been solved by someone else? Like someone has already solved them. Why are you doing it? This is not necessarily new. No people are going to use it. It's because it's practice. You know, it's to stretch your brain. And if you don't do those problems and you don't do the practice, you're not going to be able to learn the next steps. You learn by doing. That's what homework is for. So I feel for people who rely too much on their tooling, then they'll never be able to do it. Like me in the multiple tables. I don't know if I make multiple tables very well because I use a calculator too much. AI can genuinely get information from the wrong places. That's true. Yeah. Especially if there's like if it's a contentious topic and there's a lot of posts online and stuff like that. Yeah, it can be messy. It can be messy. So I can do it and prove that I'm better than them. Hell yeah. I'm hyped for you. Let's go. I can't AI anything because we have a system to catch AI written shit and it fucking stinks. Luna, you're saying you have a system to catch AI stuff. Okay, you might want to sit down for this. I'm gonna hold your hand. That system does not exist. There's no such thing as an AI checker, okay? They don't exist. Anyone who says they can detect whether or not your writing was AI generated is lying to you straight through their teeth, okay? Does not work. AI checkers just are AI, and the whole part of a LLM is to be indistinguishable from human writing. There are a few telltale signs, but there's nothing definitive. Basically, you can't prove someone used AI stuff for their writings unless you catch them in the act. It's very difficult to prove. So it's not something you don't have to worry about being caught. And in fact, there's sometimes, hell, here's my hot take. If a teacher assigns you a busy work essay, and I'm sorry, I got clubs to go to, I got other classes to do, I have tests to study for, ain't doing that shit, okay? If you're asking me to do something cool, come back here. Oh my god, my teacher's here. She's taking down. She's attacking my phone connections. Oh, I'm back. Yeah. If you're getting busy work, I don't know. I hate busy work. I hate it so much. If I'm not learning something, what is the point here? What are you trying to teach me, huh? Roar. Hello, hi, welcome in. Hi. And I missed another hi. I missed some other highs. Rainery, hello, hi, welcome. I'd rather write the essay myself. I mean, sometimes if you enjoy it, you can. I go for it. Oh, I will say, I guess you could sense if someone's using AI words by checking and comparing their past written text. Like if they have other essays and then suddenly their vocabulary changes, that's a little sus. No, that is pretty sus. Nothing is funnier when a friend accuses you of AI for a hyphen and they're just wrong, but you can't blame them. I use hyphens. I love M dashes. Damn, it's so annoying actually. Nox Harvey, thank you for the follow. Welcome in. You gonna make you bald? Okay, we'll see it. I'm waiting. Loving my life. Hello, welcome in. Don't worry about being late. It's okay. I also do like the fulfillment for finishing an essay. That's true. I do get some fulfillment from that. Guys, I'm trying a new thing for YouTube. I have a little bit of YouTube announcement. Hello, Mr. Streamer? Is that me? And am I the Mr. Streamer? Hi. Hello. I hate essays. I actually kind of enjoy writing a little bit. I like writing. I like to be a little pompous about it. I like to have a little artistic flair, you know? It's fun for me to write. I like to use the fancy words and sound cool and make little puns. I like to sneak little jokes in all my writings. Even when I'm writing a science paper, I'll still make a dick joke or something. It's pretty it's pretty awesome. But it's turn it in. There have been cases where people have been caught and apparently cross-referenced with things. Yeah, I'm just telling you, Luna, turn it in. I know what you're talking about, and I promise you it's not real. I will literally bet everything I know about the sciences and writing and how LLMs work. I've built an LLM from scratch. Okay, this is something that I spent a lot of time researching about, and I understand. I've seen both sides of turn it in, and I'm telling you right now, they're bullshitting you. Okay, you can look it up yourself too. You don't have to take my word for it. You can look up like, hey, are AI checkers legit? Mathematically speaking, it's impossible. It is literally impossible to create a perfect AI checker. There are going to be lots of false positives and false negatives. Lunas, that's probably catching plagiarism more than the actual use of AI. Yes, it's catching more plagiarism. Exactly. Hello, hi. My professor for history thought I was using AI. Yeah. Same. There's a lot of false positives. And honestly, I think that's the saddest thing about all of this is that, like, wow, all these people doing their hard work, and now they're getting questioned. You know, now you don't know if they're like being legit or not. I got flagged for plagiarism on my own damn paper that I wrote, and there was no pre-existing paper on the subject I wrote at all. That's funny. Oh, I also got flagged for plagiarizing myself before. Have you guys ever got caught plagiarizing yourself? Where you like wrote a paper from a long time ago and you like rewrite the same thought and then it's like of a similar style and they're like, oh, looks like you copied someone from back in 2020, and then they check who the paper was from, and then it's just like, oh, that was me. That was it. I'm nothing if not consistent. Hell yeah. Yes, I have, honestly. Yeah, you have. I have too, many times. A friend in my D&D campaign used AI to help build a character, so it's not just school it's ruining. I actually don't know if that's a bad idea. Okay, hot take, I think you can use AI to generate ideas for yourself. I am probably one of the this is probably a little spicy in the VTubing scene, because when you talk about AI, a lot of people think about like AI generated art, and that obviously I think that's a lot of thievery going on there, a lot of not so nice shenanigans. But in terms of like using it for scientific research and using it as a tool, it's something that I think you kind of get used to very quickly in both the academic and in industry. It's something that you do use, and it is useful. It's nice for like coming up some ideas. But I also have met, like, you know, those AI zombie guys. You know, those people who literally ask ChatGPT or whatever AI they're using what to wear before they go out. You know those people? Have you met one of those? Like those people who like suddenly relinquished every decision that they've ever make in their whole life, and they just ask the AI? Have you you're right? Like, I met a few of those people, and that scares me. I'm just like, whoa, what happened to your brain? Oh, you're cooked. Yeah, the D&D character was super stat optimized. Oh, Jorston, I see. I thought it was like a backstory thing. Oh, okay. As a long-term D&D player, okay, I played a lot of D&D. I love Dungeons and Dragons. I'm a big DM. My thing that happens when I see someone being a little naughty in my D&D game, I'm like, oh my gosh, a wizard cast a curse on you and halves your stats. Get fucked, you know? Like a wizard curses you and halves your stats. Because And then you can have a meta conversation with the player too and be like, hey man, it's not really fun if you literally do everything. Or what I like to do sometimes, I like to like offer them a dubious trade. I offer them a very dubious trade. I'll be like, hey, I'll let you do double damage if you halve your hit points. Like, does anyone want to do that? And a lot of times they'll be like, hell yeah. And then they don't realize that they are now getting one shot by goblin arrows. Okay. So there are ways to work around it. I think it's like as a DM, you start learning. You like kind of be a little more flexible with your players. It was really fun. I actually credit a lot of things to D&D. It makes me a little good at being a little whimsical, a little silly. It lets me roll with the flow a lot better. I played for a long time. I haven't played recently though. That's another thing. I really want to get into improv. I've been telling you guys that I want to get into improv, and I'm thinking at the end of this month, I will sign up for an improv class. Okay, I've been meaning to. Yes, Andis. Okay. There's two things that I want to do. I want to practice improv, and I want to try stand-up comedy. Both of these things I want to try because I want to get better at being a good streamer and being fun and silly. And I think those are things that I can work on. So I'm like, oh, okay, let's give it a shot. So I'm going to try. I'm confident in presenting technical information. Like I can give a science talk all day, every day, but the art of telling the perfect dick joke, it eludes me. It's a art that I have not yet mastered. So maybe some improv classes and then doing a few like stand-up routines would be fun, and it'd help me like learn. Yeah. So I'll let you know how it goes. Oh man, I bet you I'm gonna meet so many characters. Someone was telling me that if I go to improv, I'm gonna meet those people who really think they're funny, but they're really not. And I'm like, oh my god, that's gonna be me. That's gonna be... Yeah. I like the classes. Thank you. You know, all the better to see you with. Oh yes, it's been so long. Hello, Omnichan. Hi, I'm glad you're able to catch a stream. Yeah, we're just doing a yap today. Oh, someone was asking earlier what's my favorite science fact. I usually give the same one, but let's do a different one today. Let's see, what's a more funner? What's a funner science fact? Something a little silly. Oh, what part here? Instead of me telling you a science fact, what if I ask you a science question? Okay. What part of the human body can enlarge to over 5 times its original size? Okay, it can enlarge over 5 times its original size. And it's 5 letters, and it starts with a P. Can you guys guess? Can you guess? It starts with a P, not the uterus. No, pupils. It's pupils. Your pupil can enlarge over 5 times its original size. What do you guys? What? Oh my! Who you think? You think your schlongs can get that much bigger? Hello? Get your head out of the gutter. Get your head out of the gutter. Oh my god. Gross. It's pupil. I was trying to think so hard if there was a word for bladder. It'd be so real. The bladder, I don't think goes 5 times. 5 times is quite large. Yeah. Oh, you know, the human eye is such a weird thing too. You know, fish have flat eyes. Their eyes don't get any bigger. What they do in order to focus is they move the entire eye forward and backwards like a camera. Like, you know how like a camera lens can go out and inside to focus? That's literally what fish eyes do. They don't like change the bending and the shape like us. Humans have like little muscles that push and squinch the eye, but fish have like a little it just goes out like a little fucking alien. They're just going woo. I guess technically they were the original ones, so are we the aliens? Are we the weird ones? I don't know. Bah. I think I tuned in at the wrong time. Hello. Hello. Old mate. Hi. How are you doing? No, you're here at the right time. We're just talking about pupils. We're talking about eyes. My eyes don't work anyway. Yeah, sometimes we got a little faulty eyes. Sometimes the shape doesn't quite work. Are we the aliens? Always have been. You know what I've been really interested in? I've been interested in what if we take life on Earth and then we put it on Mars? Like we purposefully seed another planet with life. Do you think it would take? Like, do you think the planet would start adapting to it and it would work? You know, like I have a feeling it could. I have a feeling that life would just start evolving on that new planet and survive. I just a thought. The environmental conditions would be probably pretty extreme, but I think it would work. As long as it's not getting sterilized by the sun. Like there has to be enough of an atmosphere, but it could be like underground. Like we have poles on the moon that we could do that as an experiment. Hear me out. We take out Mars and put it on Earth instead. The whole thing. Bald. Yeah. Yeah, just move the whole thing. Let me win. Hi. Okay. You just wanted to rub my bald head. Okay. I see you. Okay. You are you content? Are you happy? Are you fulfilled? How many times bigger does the uterus get during pregnancy? I actually don't know. I could, like the uterus dilating? I mean, probably quite a bit. Probably like 10, maybe more than 5. Maybe more than 5 times. It would probably take an obscene amount of tries for anything to stay alive long enough, no? Yeah, probably. But we could be careful with the species that we selected, right? Maybe. I don't know. It would probably take an insane amount of tries though. Yeah, it would. I mean, if I try to think about, I've been thinking about the fish transition to land recently. I watched this Hank Green video about how fish don't exist and how we're all different types of fish. And one of the things is that fish tried to get onto land so many times. It's like there are so many different evolutionary things where fish try to go on land and then it didn't work out and they went back into the water for a little bit and they go back on land, and there's like a bunch of different approaches to staying on land. Yeah, it's pretty cool. And it turns out that lungs evolved really early in the fish cycle. Did you know that swim bladders are an adaptation of lungs? Like, lungs evolved way before we could even walk on land or anything could walk on land. Lungs evolved as like an adaptation in order to help take air from the atmosphere instead of the water. And so fish evolved it way before. So that's why, so instead of swim bladders being adapted into human lungs, it's actually the reverse. It's human lungs.
Speaking
were
of
then
babies,
adapted
welcome
into
my
fish
sub baby
bladders.
to the world.
Oh, hello, subs. Thank you, subs. Thank you, Anna. Thank you for the 9 months. I appreciate it. That's how we got the mud skipper. Cute little freaks. I love the mud skipper. Little flapping around, all covered in slime. I love fish. I was thinking about for like a day during stream, I would love to watch Planet Earth. That'd be so fun. Like if we watch like one of those nature documentaries, I would enjoy it. Yeah. Oh my gosh, yeah. Hello, JPS. Hi. 100. Happy 100. Hundo. Ziki. Hi. Hello. Sorry, sometimes I miss a message. If you if I miss a message, like a hello message, you can always say hi again. I promise you I don't mind. Okay? I promise you I don't mind. Maybe that'll change in the future, but sometimes I miss it. Hello, Way. Hi. Hello. But we skip the part where anything dies in the nature documentaries. Really? What about like I've watched penguin documentaries and I've cried. Have you ever watched a penguin documentary and it's like moved you so much that you're like, those baby penguins are all by themselves? That was me. I got really sad about that. Fun fact about history and science genetics: the Hartberg's families of I missed that message. Let me pull it up. Of the Habsburg's family of Spain and Austria, and at the end of the line, the last king was more inbred than if 2 siblings had kids. That's a crazy fact, Alex. The last king of Austria was more inbred than 2 siblings having kids. Wow. Damn. Have you seen a documentary where Benedict Cumberbatch can't say penguins? I've not seen that. That sounds like an amazing clip to pull up. I think it was called March of the Penguins. It made me bawl as a kid. I actually have never sat through the entirety of it. It could be a fun thing to watch together. I like the penguin documentaries. They're great. No, they're amazing. Dilation should be about 10 for delivery. For pregnancy itself, the uterus can grow up to 500 times its size. Wow, that's a damn. That's a huge transition. Fun fact, dolphins can only sleep with half their brain off at the time because they need to tell themselves to breathe. They also keep an eye opposite to the side of their brain that's turned off open. Oh, that's cool. Sleeping with one eye open. Whole new meaning. Yeah, I wonder, like, sleep in different animals is very interesting because we need sleep. I need lots of sleep. I don't know, like, how other animals sleep. Some of them sleep very weirdly. Did you know the human brain experiences thoughts like I'm thinking right now, what I'm thinking, and how peak the stream is? Are we real? Are any of us real? Do we really think? Who knows? There's so much that we don't understand about the brain. I'm just like, whoa. There's so much to learn still. I think it's one of the big mysteries. I think we'll start figuring out a lot of brain stuff soon. I mean, even like ADHD is a very commonly diagnosed thing that's only been recently discovered. Like, not discovered, but recently like named and categorized and diagnosable. And we have medication to help with the chemical imbalances that come about that cause ADHD. And I'm just like, whoa, this is like a kind of recent thing. That's insane. You know what that made me think of? That made me think of, like, in the olden times, how women would be diagnosed with hysteria and they would go to the doctor and the doctor would use a medical instrument to assist in the hysteria. AKA woman would go to the doctor to get off. They would use a vibrator and just go purr. That's a real thing. I was like, what the hell? That's crazy. What? Right? That was a thing that happened. Imagine your wife just being really into going to the doctor. She's just like, yeah, it's my second doctor appointment of the day. And you're like, wow, she has to go to the doctor a lot. And she's like, yeah, I'm just really hysterical. Like, I'm just so hysterical. They also use water powered stuff in machines. Oh, I bet they did. Yeah, I remember being so many things about ADHD fading as you get older. They kind of fade, but I don't think they really fade. It's more like you develop better skills to counteract it, you know? Like within the DSM and like all the sort of like mental alternative thoughts that you can have, all the special sauces that you can have, the real question is, does it impact your daily life? You know, are you not able to be a functioning member of society because you got a little too neurospicy? You know? Yeah. My brain forgets to think sometimes, and when that happens, I can only exist and take instructions very literally. Oh no. Yeah, sometimes you could like dissociate, like it happens. I'm sure there are coping methods for that though. I hope you find them. Sorry, my nose is clogged. Give me a second. Okay, I blew my nose. I did it. You get better at masking? Yeah, that's the word. That's the word I was looking for. But I was going to make like a YouTube channel announcement, but I didn't. I got distracted by yapping with chat because I like yapping with you guys. Okay, so for one of my big goals, I still have not released that long form YouTube video, but I'm gonna do it. I was just chilling. I was thinking, and I was like, listening to a video by Wolfie VGC. There's this guy who makes competitive Pokemon like tournament videos. He makes like competitive Pokemon more accessible to people who've never played it, and he makes very fun videos. Okay, I don't know if you know Wolfie, but awesome content creator. Okay, yeah, I love Wolfie. He makes such great content, and he has a second channel, and he released a second channel giving like YouTube advice for not new creators, but people who've already made a few things and like how they want to take their direction. And in the video, Wolfie is like, you know what's the most valuable thing that you have as a content creator? Like the most valuable thing, more than your connections, more than how nice your voice sounds, more than what you know. And he said the most valuable thing you can have as a YouTuber / content creator of any kind is your viewers' trust. Like the trust that their attention and time will not be wasted. And I thought about that for a while, and I was just like, damn, that's deep. Oh, whoa. I feel that I don't want to produce slop. I like heard about that, and I was like, I want to make sure that the stuff I put out there is my best stuff. Like the things that I'm really proud of. And 10 years from now, I'll look back and I'll be like, I'm happy I made that. And I don't think I feel that way about something like a React video, right? Or like a series of funny VTuber dick jokes, you know? So I want to make sure that at least for my main channel, I will put only the things that I really feel strongly about. So I thought about it, and I was like, you know what, that's good advice, Wolfie. I'm gonna try it. I have a lot of people in the VTubing scene who just especially think that I should just churn out stuff. They're like, it's all about volume. Like, don't worry about the quality of the content. Just throw out a bunch of slop. And I was just like, I think I don't want to do that. I think I will do that for like a second channel. You know, for a second channel, it's just like a bonus thing. You know, you guys, if you just want more of me, you want like funny, silly VTuber clips. We have a clip channel for that. And that'll be fun there, and that's okay. I'm still gonna try to put on good stuff there, but it's not gonna be to the same standard, you know. And I'm like, okay, I want a place where I'm like really lock in, and that's actually counterpoint to a lot of advice in the VTubing scene. No one in the VTubing scene really says that, of like, oh, you gotta make like really high quality polished stuff, or like stuff that only you really deeply care about. And I'm like, well, we'll see. So basically, I made like a post, and I was like, you know what? I think most people are wrong. I think I'm going to strike it out on my own, and we'll see how it goes. So I'm going to put in a ton of effort.
It's been 6 months ago.
Oh, Leafy, it's been 6 months now? Wow, time flies. A VTuber slop before GTA 6, then gets shot 57 times with the same repeated joke. Yeah, kind of. There's a lot of VTuber slop, and I would like to not do that. Like, you know, one thing I'm really proud of is my shorts. I actually really like how edited and polished they are. I think they're very nice. So I like them a lot, and I want to continue doing them. And it's something that brings me a lot of joy, and it brings me a lot of respect from other content creators too. Like people, I will just meet new VTubers and they'll be like, oh, I saw one of your shorts, I really like them. And I was like, whoa, really? And they get a little shy. If you haven't heard of the podcast Oogles, I'd highly recommend it to you. I think you'd love it. I've heard of it. I want you to know you're literally probably the 10th person to recommend that to me, and I haven't watched it yet. Maybe I'll listen to it. I need to, you know, one of the things is I don't do long car drives anymore, little spaceship drives when I hop to my little space workstations. I don't travel as much anymore like that, so I haven't been listening to those podcasts. But I will be flying out actually in a couple weeks, so maybe I'll like bum out like 2 or 3 episodes. Who knows? That might be fun. Your shorts are how I found you? Yeah! Your shorts are extremely well made. I try. I should record or come up with a few ideas today too. I have them scheduled for like the next couple days, but you know, there's always new stuff. It's time. Oogles with Aunt a Lily. I don't know how to say their name. They'll say it for me. I'll let you know. I'll give you my review. I'll listen to the first podcast or two, and then I'll tell you what my thoughts are. Hello, Sakura. Hi. What do you use to edit your shorts? I used to edit them all in Premiere, and then I switched to After Effects. So now I use some After Effects. And also, I worked with a few editors. There's a mix between things that I do myself and things that editors have worked on. I used to edit everything by myself, but I started transitioning to editors so that I could have more time. It is a complete money pit. I didn't make none of that money back. Usually the editing cost is like a complete net negative, but it lets me do something that I really like, and it saves me really precious time, because those editors are better than me at editing, and they're faster. So I just work and do my physics research stuff, and then I do the script, and then I record it with a green screen. I tell them some effects that I want, and they're able to do it for me. So hopefully in the future, I actually edit less, and I can focus more on recording the content. I'm an avid Premiere hater. Really? It was fun. I actually like Premiere. Premiere's quite nice. I've been using it for many years. After Effects is a new thing that I recently learned. It's like a little animation software. Though I will say I hate paying for Adobe products, but oh my God, the people who've been using CapCut, they got fucked. Like, CapCut used to charge, I think it was something like 15, even no, they used to charge $7 a month. Okay, it was not that bad. And as more and more people used it, CapCut is the main editing platform for mobile stuff, and people edit it to post TikToks. CapCut increased their prices to something like $200 a year. I was like, what the? They're more expensive than Adobe. I was just like, holy moly, that's crazy. Yeah, Shine, you didn't know? They're increasing the prices. You gotta check your prices. It's expensive. I mean, the features are nice. They have like a bunch of like auto subtitling and cuts and sound effects. So I appreciate the software, but man, it's like the typical tech company thing where, oh, let us get enough market share and then crank up that price when we got monopoly. Yeah. I miss the low prices from college or being in college. Yeah. When you're in school, you get really low prices. It's very nice. As an art student, we get the Adobe stuff for free, as you should. I think as a student, when you're learning, they should do that. They're investing in you so that when you graduate, you continue using their software, actually. You know what? That's the only reason why MATLAB is a thing. God, all my homies hate MATLAB. Fuck MATLAB. MathWorks, suck a big fat cock. Oh my gosh. You know what they do? They give MATLAB and MathWorks for free to all the like mechanical engineering and electrical engineering scientific students and stuff like that. And then once everyone's using it in school because it's free while you're in school, then you go into the workforce and suddenly it's expensive. They like their licenses for an individual MATLAB license is hundreds and hundreds of dollars. It sucks so much. And on top of that, anyone who knows how to code only in MATLAB is guaranteed to be a god-awful dog shit programmer. And the reason is, the first thing they teach you in a programming class is, hey, let's use like Python, let's use like an actual open source language. MATLAB is entirely proprietary. So because it's an entirely proprietary language, it's like the development speed is worse. You learn very bad practices. It's where all the sci-fi slop goes. Okay, not sci-fi. All the science coding slop goes. You're about to run into a spaghetti mess of disgusting code when you get a MATLAB file. Blessed be Python over Java. Java is a good language to start learning, I guess, because it's statically typed. I would recommend learning a statically typed language. And someone has to learn R? Ooh. R, I actually think R is also a bad take. I'm not gonna lie. I think as my friends who are biostatisticians and stuff like that, and people who do stats in the field, if you have a choice, I would highly recommend you learn in Python. Anything you do in Python can be done in R. That said, if your job requires you to learn R, then learn R. There's no problem with that. But just know that Python is a little bit more flexible in the future. My friends in cybersecurity knows like 5 languages, and I need to know one singular code language she doesn't know. That's funny. It's okay. You'll learn it. Once you learn one, it's all basically the same. Unrelated, but do you have a favorite bird species? A favorite bird species? I actually don't know enough about birds. I like the Galapagos Island birds. I think those are fun. Ooh, birds of paradise. I love the birds of paradise. I watched the documentaries when I was a kid, and they are so colorful, and they do little dances. I love them for silly reasons. But I know birds can be pretty whack too. Do I get extra points for my American citizenship test if I say my favorite bird is the bald eagle? If I just say I love the bald eagle with like the top of my lungs, it's genuinely a very cool bird. I like potato bird. You know what I like? I like the like kiwis, the like little tiny ball birds, like the birds that are like, they just like look like little Pokemon. You know, they're like a little fur ball with a tiny little head. They're sticking out with their really long beak. They look like a doduo. Those are cute. I like those. I have a bird in my dorm. Whoa. Ooh, I hope you enjoy. I hear birds can be pretty loud though. We could tier list birds. That would be funny if we're like tier listing my favorite birds. I guess when I do tier list, if I'm making it into like a video of some kind, I should probably do something a little fun. What would I tier list? What would be a good thing for me to tier list? Like, I'm thinking about a science thing I could tier list. I could tier list. You know, it'd be hella toxic if I tier list academic fields based off of how smart I think they are. I should tier list how smart I think different fields are. Like if I'm like, if you're a quantum physicist versus an experimental physicist, who do I think is smarter? You know, that would be crazy. Put the architectural engineering students all the way at the bottom. I don't know. I would cry. Where would I rank degrees? See, I would actually rank like communications and like business degrees actually quite a bit higher than I think a lot of my STEM counterparts would. Mainly because I think when you get really into the nerdy stuff, you start to delude yourself into thinking being smart at a subject and learning technical knowledge is all there is to know. When in the real life, I see this all the time, is that just raw math or science intellect is not the only intelligence out there, right? There's very real business relations, like politics, scheming and stuff like that. And making friends with people is actually very important. And people can study and learn how to do that. And they can be really good at it. And if you don't have those skills, you are not a very well-rounded person, and you will get like completely dunked on by a business degree person who, even if they are selling a objectively worse product than you, can sell it better. You know, like psychology and stuff like that does matter. So I think I understand that, and I've seen it happen enough times where I'm like, nah, that is actually a field that requires some effort and intelligence to do. Why am I networking? I'm supposed to be behind the curtain crunching numbers. Even when you're crunching numbers, you got to network to find your next job. Unfortunately, it's the rat race that comes for us all. You have to talk to some people. I recommend you to, but you don't have to consider it networking. You can do it. You can do it for fun. You can have like a good time enjoying it. You know, I think that's the best way to network, is to have fun doing it. LOL, rate past physicists by their work. That's actually such a good idea. What if I ranked physicists? Like, I just ranked dead physicists. They have to be dead. Wait, where would I put Stephen Hawking? He's a good physicist, but like with the whole island shit that just came out, I'd probably put him in D tier. I gotta take him down a few notches. That's not a good look, man. That's not a good look. Okay. Hawkins would be B. He came out with Hawking radiation, you know? I mean, what other physicists are there? You know, I Isaac Newton is technically super goated, but he died a virgin. So like, can I rank him highly? I don't know. Like, oh, you know what? I shouldn't rank them in terms of how good of a physicist they are, but how much I respect them. I should be like how much I respect them. Because like Richard Feynman was a bad physicist. Like objectively, Richard Feynman, well, not bad. He was mid. Okay. His research wasn't that great, but he was an amazing communicator. All the scientists love Richard Feynman because he like really inspired a whole generation of scientists, including me. I watched the Feynman lectures, Feynman lectures, the Richard Feynman lectures when I was like in 11 at home. I found like a YouTube series and I listened to it and I was just like, whoa, this shit's crazy. It was like from the, he had already died while I was watching these, but like it was cool. I was inspired to do physics by a dead man. Okay, so he is a great public speaker, and his lecture series is fully online. And it's very easy to introduce too. There's like very little math. It's made for the general public, and it asks some of the most thought-provoking questions of that time, and still today. Many people have never really like sat down and pondered why things work the way they do, very much at all. So when I was like first stumbling upon it when I was a kiddo, I was like, whoa. So I have mad respect for Richard Feynman. I did learn later that he like cheated on his wife and would bang college students and stuff like that. So that's a little problematic. He has a little problematic life, but great teacher. A lot of physicists are a little they're like VTubers. They're like a little broken inside. They're a little weird. Wait, does that mean I'm doubly fucked if I'm a physicist and I'm a VTuber? Oh goodness. Well, you know what? Well, damn. It's probably fine. I'm probably normal. Yep. I met with some of my online friends, not met in person, but in a Discord call. I caught up with them after many years, and I was like, hey, how you doing? It's been so long. And one of them was just like, Carvin, I see you're famous now. I see that you're doing your stuff and you're like this big creator, like influencer. I was like, me? Famous? And I was like, what? And they're like, yeah, you're like uber famous. Like I see your stuff getting posted. And I was like, oh my goodness. I don't even consider myself a D-list celebrity, okay? It's like below, I'm F tier. I'm just getting started, okay? You know, I'm like level 1 in the mobile games, like, you know, the shitty mobile game ads where it's like the level 1 henchman versus the level 100 boss. That's me. I'm the level 1 henchman. I'm like just getting started, okay? So for them to say that of me, I was just like, whoa, that's so crazy. Whoa, really? So that was nice to see. They were really rooting for me. It's so refreshing to hang out and chat with some friends who like genuinely root for you, and I could sense like no jealousy or no like judgment. They were just genuinely happy for me, and I was like, wow, that's sweet. At least that's what I was thinking until like the next word came out of their mouth and they were like, yeah, I always knew with the mental illnesses that you had, you would do really well. And I was like, hey you're like the second person to tell me this. You're not even the first. Hello? So that's really sweet. Yeah. I guess to be known is to be loved. Are they wrong though? I don't think so, unfortunately. Bye, Alex. Take care. Yeah, bye, Alex. That's accurate. I mean, maybe, but it was fun. I enjoyed catching up with them. They moved to another country, so they're having some hard adjustment periods right now. They moved. So I'm rooting for them. I think they can do it. They have to learn a whole new language too. So that's one of the things. Like if you move to another country, time to learn a new language. Sorry, English ain't gonna cut it forever. Carbon, 5 more minutes and then stream will be an hour. Oh, I am feeling better today, but I wanted to like do a little more yaps. I want to do some yaps. Okay. Okay. Stream will be an hour. Okay. What am I gonna do for the last 5 minutes? What am I gonna do for the last 5 minutes? I'm thinking. Give me. I'm contemplating. Oh, I have a thing that's happening. Bald. Okay, Sonny. Okay, Sonny. Tell us the satellite feet lore. Jonat, I asked if I could take a photo of the satellite, and they said that I could not. I am not allowed to take a photo of the satellite. Even though there's photos of it online publicly, I'm not allowed to take the photo. And if I do take a photo and I want to show it online, I have to submit a press release. So I have to ask HR and be like, hey, can we like post this thing online? Can I get approval for it? And I have to show them the exact photo, and I have to ask for the reasoning too. I have to put the reasoning in there. And I'm going to be honest, chat. I don't want to send a picture of my feet on a satellite to HR and then ask them, hey, I want to show this on my anime account. Do you know how cooked that would be? That would be insanely cooked. That's not a good idea. So I'm not gonna do it. I thought about it. I like considered. I was like, what are the repercussions if I do this behind their back? And they're pretty bad. So I shouldn't. I will resist. Instead, I did get a trip to the museum that's coming up at the end of this month. I'm ordering a vlog camera. For my little trip outside. So I'm gonna get a little vlog camera, and I'm gonna go hang out with my friends, and we're gonna go to the aquarium, and we're gonna go to a museum, and I'm gonna finally record that like POV that I've been promising. So that's a plan. I was originally gonna do it on my phone, but then I found a pretty good few camera options, and we're gonna record it like a friend style vacation. It'll be really nice. I'm looking forward to it a lot. And sorry. Imagine being the HR person going to work and thinking it's a normal day and opening that email. I've done some crazy stuff. I feel bad that has happened before. So yeah, it's okay. They're used to me. They're used to me being a little excited, a little spicy, you know. I did find someone though. Speaking of HR complaints and stuff like that, I was scrolling through, of all places, LinkedIn. All right. A certain someone is trying to get their crazy LinkedIn followers, and I somehow stumbled upon LinkedIn. I was just scrolling, and then I saw a really suspicious LinkedIn post, and it was someone posting classified government documents on their public LinkedIn. They posted it as like an employment flex, where they were just like, look what I built. And I'm just like, what? How is this allowed? How is this? That's crazy. And I was in a meeting at the time. Okay. I was in a meeting at the time with a bunch of other researchers. I turned around the computer screen and I showed it to other people, and they were all like, what is this? That's crazy. And then our security head walks in and it's just like, who does this person work for? I need to call them. And I'm just like, oh shit. Oh fuck. So someone got in trouble today. Hey Carbon, where's the monoxide? Hey, I'm not trying to be carbon monoxide, okay? I'm trying to brighten your life, not make you hallucinate and get drowsy. The hour's up, sleep well. I feel like I didn't get enough done with this hour. Okay, can we do one more story? Can we do one more thing? What about one more thing? It's been an hour. One more. Nope. Good night. You're saying bye to me. Fine. Humph. Humph. Okay. Let's see. Let me look. Let me see who's up right now. Oh, what is this? What is it? I'm looking for people to raid, and I see a bunch of my friends in a collab that I wasn't invited to. Fuck it. Okay, I'm raiding into treat. Our rage message is TFTI. This is our raid message. That's our raid message. That's our raid message. Okay, bye YouTube. Apologies for the short stream, but I hope you had a good time here. Take care. Bye bye. You can get some rest, and I'll be streaming this Friday. Bye bye.
Bye.